Hey, thank you. I'm grateful all of it. I mean, absolutely all of it is, all ideas in my mind that have an opportunity to look at them sincerely and truthfully, and I'm just extremely grateful that none of it really happened that I thought was ever real, that I thought pain was actual or reality of God, and it's not. And I'm so grateful that everything that was given to me was a lesson for me to come to know the truth of who I am and what everything is. I'm grateful for all of it. Even the memories are just incredible. I remember one time I was back in my hometown of Winthrop where I grew up, and it was surely I had some incredible download from the Holy Spirit, and one was this memory of a suicide attempt, and it was funny, and I was driving along, and the Holy Spirit told me to write, and I'm like, well, I'm driving, and then I realized like writing has nothing to do with pen, it was all thought. And the thought came, I remember thinking, this is it, as I floated through the air, not quite drowned out by my friend's voice, screaming, the son of a bitch jumped, followed by a loud thump and a sudden pain, and waking up in the morning in a jail cell. And wow, what a strange thing. And I remember going home and writing down in a Facebook note, and the bottom, that was an opening statement, and the closing statement was, there's nothing solidified in this idea of dream and death, including the idea of physical death. And a few days later, I was back in my in my hometown where I grew up, and it was about literally a quarter of a mile from where that suicide had attempted years ago. And I was thinking, wow, this is strange, and it just happened to be Easter Sunday. And all of a sudden, that whole idea that all thought that arises and all memory that arise for one intent and one purpose only, is to be brought to the Holy Spirit for correction and resurrection and remembrance of truth. That none of this is so, and that like I've not done this to myself, and there is my gratitude. It's like, oh, everything that occurs in my mind is all occurring for me to awaken, and that is wonderful news, and for that I am grateful. So if I appear to be off the mark for a moment, that's simply it. I'm off the mark, and it's not true. And it will be used in my awakening, and that my only purpose and intent here is to extend that memory, to share that joy with my brother, to just remember the truth of us, and it may appear whatever, and I have no concern. That was an incredible lesson today. I do not have a concern where I think my brother goes or what he does. It is all being used perfectly. My brother is being used for my salvation, my reflection of truth. I love in the Course of Miracles where Jesus says, in every encounter is a holy one, for you either, lose sight of it, find yourself, or you lose sight of yourself. It's like impossible to lose yourself altogether, but you can lose sight of yourself. And if you just be still an instant, it will be shown. And it starts, love is the way I walk in gratitude, or gratitude is the way I walk in love. They come hand in hand. There is no difference. If I regret anything, I regret everything, and that's impossible. So I just, thank you. I don't know what else to say. Thank you. I love you.